Right? Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready. If not, at least we'll cast each other. Meanwhile, my man, dab on the top left screen. Tahi goes down. Noah goes down as well. Looks like they trade hit for Tat. We'll keep an eye at the top left for our screen to see what exactly happens as a result. But it looks like Dab is the one that's going to pick up one. Meanwhile, Joji gets a pick on Sticks. And there you have it. Strong start so far for a few. Frist goes down from Scram. And just like that, what a start it's been here. A lot of big names. Restguard and Scram already down for the count.
Yeah, and we can see it. Doing these drops that maybe aren't as contested, don't have as much loot, that aren't POIs, just like this cabin, are very risky. So although, well, we can see that Joji managed to get that last elimination there, securing.
Change it up. You can't risk going for a second game in a row because that's 2 games out of the 6. It's almost 40% of your games that you're in a horrible spot at that point. So meanwhile, we see some action happening on screen as Chapix coming from Europe, taking out Extra's very own Caleb. So just like that, it's going to be all up to Vert. Meanwhile, Milan and Chapix, the European duo, one of the 13 teams to qualify, which is crazy, by the way, left in a 2v1.
And Vert here is actually an NA West player, so both teams here have similar ping since they're not playing on their home region. So yeah, so the problem here is his teammate's card is down there in the builds. I feel like he doesn't want to leave his teammate, so he's going for it now, seeing if he can find an angle to grab that card and get the res later. But it's very risky. Sometimes you just got to play it solo. You just got to play it solo, but so early in the game, if someone sees you solo rotating, they're gonna push you. They're gonna try and take you out. It's in the finals. You need it.
What is this? That's right there. Too risky in my eyes. I love that call out. I mean, you're right. You're definitely spot on.
Gas can will break the builds, and then the next 3 will all do damage to the opponent, eliminating them instantly. So if you can set that up in a good position, it is great for getting refreshes.
I love it. That's awesome. Of course, good insights as always. And oh my goodness, one shot threads the needle. Wasn't too hard, of course, because he did have the head right down the sights. But the revive's going to come through. Is it going to be enough? Can he get the revive? No, Andalix is flying. He's going to waste actually all of his shockwave grenades, launch his way across, and Claw's not going to get the revive here. So just like that, Andalix, #1 player arguably in Europe. I would almost say inarguably, given the fact that he's won 14 first place finishes in FNCS. He's so dominant. He now finds himself with a good opportunity here in a fight. He needs to be a little bit cautious. Still in a 1 versus 1 because it looks like his teammate is just trailing him. But I like this aggression from Andalix.
Yeah, this is great. He has to be careful though, because he is solo here. So he has to play it very slow before taking that 1v1 fight. That would be way too risky. Now that his teammate Nate is here, they can take the 2v1 and they can play it more than confidently enough to come out on top. It's the finals. You're scared. You gotta you die now. You get eliminated. You gotta wait 25 minutes or 20 minutes before playing your next game, you know? Can't play as confident as you do in the heats or semis where you just queue up again.
That's true, except for the boys we talked about in our interview yesterday. Remember, they're like, we're gonna W key everything. We play controller. We don't even care. We're just gonna W key. That's it. Looks like fixing code. Yeah, exactly. Did they make it? I don't know if they did.
Maybe.
Yeah. We tried telling them. I was like, look, you can't play the same exact way. They're like, nope, Falloutt, we're going to W key. I'm like, are you sure you want to do that? Like, yep, we're going to W key.
We're getting the whole lobby, okay? Does not matter.
Yep. Oh, man, too funny. I will say, so far, we just saw Claw get taken out. Nice job, actually. I think that was a wise decision by Xset. Speaking of not just W king, as Tomsy gets taken out the top left, unbelievable are European. It's actually insane. I see Hen on screen right now. Hen was a favorite to win this one. I think it was between Levin. I think it was Levin that said Hen. I have a hard time picking a European team to win the whole thing because just ping. It's really, really tough to do. We've never seen it before.
Exactly. Yeah. Playing with that ping is something you got to get used to. And then now we can actually see Rock's got a nice pick there, just shooting with his AR. Great job here, but now it's risky. If he goes for the loot, he could get focused. Although, well, actually, I do see 2 teams that could shoot them with the AR if they try going for something. So here they're just going to keep applying pressure, see if they can get the other elimination. But if not, they can go close and box fight. We'll have to see what they decide to do here. Yeah,
that's exactly right. And he won the semifinals. That is the question. ADN and Hardfinder, Europeans, continue to dominate this lobby.
Will they be able to do that? I also see, yeah, you said it. We know Calc and Furious, they got first in the semis. Can they break the curse of getting first in semis and in finals? But Hardfinder gets into the box quickly, knocking out Furious, and now it's a 1v2 situation for Calc.
Unbelievable. Hardfinder, you got to be kidding me. The European is going to do it. And just like that, Furious gets taken out. Calc's still alive. Good tag up by Hardfinder. That's going to be all she wrote, I think, for Calc. And that's it. With 38 HP left. Sorry, I can't do math. Good job by Hardfinder to clutch that up. Gets the revive. That was a 1v1 right there. Calc almost went huge. But our reigning champion, Furious, and the reigning champion from the semifinals, they're out to the hands of a high-ping European team.
I mean, you can look at it from many different perspectives here. Like when someone gets into your box, you've gotta try and stay alive so your duo or team can kind of help you there. And the shot from the European player that came in, taking out Fallout almost instantly, was a great shot. If he was able to tank it and maybe build out a little bit to heal, that would have been good. But it was just a difficult situation overall when they get it in quick.
It's exactly right. Meanwhile, that's all that they wrote for Vix and Accept. Nice job by Aspect from Sentinels. Keep an eye on that zone. And some of these players that obviously did not rotate early, maybe they didn't play dead side like they should have, like you explained in that beautiful drawing board segment. By the way, love that. 2 times now you've had a chance to explain what dead side means with the drawing board. Dreamhack always provides the great tools for us. You take those tools and you crush it. It's a great job, man. Meanwhile, Cease is going to find one. He gets a pick. That's going to be over a member of, I don't know, was it TNA? I saw something, but actually it's Mira that gets the pick of TNA. Arkham is nearby. Good job by Cease. We might get some 100 Ds on 100 Ds action here. FaZe Bizzle. He's been doing it since the beginning. It wouldn't be a broadcast if I didn't hype up Bizzle. He's in this one as well. Mars, the king of Arena, and guess what? He's the king of Dreamhack now. He's a former champion over Booga. That was back in September. He's in this one. Commandment. Oh, wait, no, it's not Commandment. This is Commandment's duo.
Amanda.
Yeah.
Look at this zone as well, Fallout. This is just what I was saying. It's on the corner of Starkill. It could easily pull down and have to pull back up again. So it's going to be a very risky zone. Players are going to have to utilize their mobility to the maximum here to make sure they're prepared for any scenario that can come from this zone. There's a lot of factors here because it depends if it pulls off. It's all about where the first moving zone pulls. So we're going to have to check where it pulls here in 8 seconds when it closes. But for now, yeah, look for some tags with the AR. He has 500 AR, manages to find 1 elimination there. It's going to give him 5 points. Not too bad at all. And also, we got to look at the material count. So it pulled off Starkill. This is the risky, kind of scary scenario here, and it seems that it pulled very far, so I doubt you'll be able to keep that height from the Starkill, and you're gonna have to drop down. So keeping high for ADN is gonna be very difficult here. They could either go really late and try and impulse late on the height and keep building, but since everybody has to come off of this Starkill to go down, there's going to be so many people flying down, flying on top of you. It's going to be very difficult to maintain height here unless you're guaranteed the last one that rotates. Yeah, which obviously that game, it's a game of chicken, right? You're waiting to rotate, but then you're playing with a storm. So it looks like Frist and Co. Bully going to rotate early. Couple teams are like, yeah, we're out of here. We don't want to play that game of chicken. ADN and Hardfinder should be the last ones to rotate if they're smart. Looks like Sprite, dab, dab, dab. He's alive. Could blow up the dab, dab, dab in the chat. Dab, dab, dab. He's in this. I know my man Alex is in the chat right now. He's going to be screaming some dab, dab, dabs. Let's get some dab, dab, dabs in the dab, dab, dab chat, please. Because Tahi's going to find one. He gets a pick. Nice job. Madness is ensuing. Kezik's from Europe alive. I saw Kami from Europe alive, the Polish sensation, who's a former Dreamhack champion from Gamma. We got some great teams. We got 23 teams left, 38 players alive in this one. Yeah, and now we have Tahi here just doing a great tarp, full tarping, not solo tarping, because in these finals, end games, it gets very congested. So many players alive. Right now, 37 in this first moving zone. So they want to have as much of an opportunity to get these refreshes, having as much space in these moving zones. And look at that. It's pulling back to the Starkill, although it doesn't go all the way up yet, but it is possible to finish closing on the hill. So they're gonna have to utilize their mobility here and make sure they have it just in case they have to go up a big hill, possibly using a bouncer shockwave combo to successfully do that. But here we just have Tahi making sure they're getting the tarps. They're gonna use a crash pad to rotate here. We'll see if they can do it.
That's exactly right. Frisk gets one on Kezix. That's a big one. X that night gets taken up by G2's very own Coop, recent signee of G2. I know G2 Esports was in the chat last Dreamhack. I'm sure they're watching now. Shout out to G2 Esports. NRG Clicks takes out one. That means Bizzle's still alive as well. Tayson gets a pick on Granite's very own Exterios. Nice job from Clicks to get the pick on Joji in the top left. Bizzle takes out one as well. Clicks and Bizzle, the duo, some of the most popular teams and names, are doing great. Tahi takes down Frist. Gets the pick on Frist. Bully, I think, is still in this one somewhere. Clicks and Bizzle are dominating right now. They're looking great, and they're showing no sign of slowing down, Tocata.
Not at all, and Clicks has 266 wood, so that's enough to get to this first, well, this the end of this moving circle, but not further than that. So they're gonna need a refresher depending on how much mats Cease has. But we know Clicks, his mechanics are very, very top tier, if not one of the best in the NA East region. So we'll have to see if he's able to get something here to refresh their materials and continue this tarp. Bizzle,
exactly
they're
right.
tarping. Yeah.
Good talks coming through right here, and I'm just going to take this time to welcome our viewers from Oceania, Australia, Brazil. Thank you all so much for being here as we get ready for this grand final. Fallout here, joined alongside the Spanish-American sensation Tocata as we're getting ready for this late game here. On board with Hardfinder and Clicks. Some of the best in Europe versus one of the best in NA. Clicks and Hardfinder, picture in picture. We're going to jump on board with Clicks as Bully the controller player. Last one alive. He did lose his teammate. He gets a pick. ADN goes down as well. So Hardfinder's teammate ADN is out. 9 teams remain, 12 players remain, and it's Tahi and Dab with high ground.
If Dab wins this first game, I'm gonna lose it, Fallout, and they have the high ground. It is looking like a possibility, but look at these Titans alive right now. Bugga, Clicks, Xset, Shark. There's so many well-known players in this endgame.
And I don't think Boogie's teammate is alive. Boogie's alone. Adger's right above him. He needs to be careful. Bully is alive as well. He's a solo. A lot of solos because we saw 9 teams, 11 players earlier. So tons of solos in this one, which means Dab's looking good. I'm not going to jinx it because that's the commentator's curse. But seeing on screen right now, madness is going on. Clicks is going to get 1. He's not done yet. Clicks continues to perform. But Tahi and Dab are holding high ground. See you later. Good night, Clicks. He gets taken out. Tocata. It all comes down to this. Booga versus Hardfinder.
This is absolutely crazy right now. Tahi cannot lose health from the storm just in case it comes out to where he left. But I hear a bandage launcher Fallout. They could use that to tank, but Bugga gets eliminated here. And Tahi gets 2 huge eliminations. It is now a 2 versus 1 for Tahi and his duo. And he gets a huge pump, 120. It looks like this game is over.
8 eliminations right now. That's going to be giving them 95 points after game number 1. 13 points behind them, though, in second place. It's going to be Bully and Frisk, Dreamhack Open veterans right there. In third place is ADN and Hard Find. They have 79